Okay, holy Christ. I just finished watching the new Suicide Squad movie. What in the name, what the bloody hell did I just watch? What the, Starro. I'm gonna give a quick reaction to this movie, okay? I'm probably gonna make a video absolutely explaining the bullshit level of insanity. This movie was the equivalent of being directed by a crazy ex-girlfriend who wants to ruin your life. Okay? That's who directed this movie. A crazy ex-girlfriend out to kill, out to destroy you. Because the level of Starro the Conqueror. When I first saw Starro in this movie, right? I'm looking at him and going, oh, they're screwed. They're screwed. There's no way the Suicide Squad is going to be able to deal with Starro the Conqueror. Starro the Conqueror, okay, is a world event supervillain. He is a supervillain that requires the entire Justice League just to be able to deal with. Maybe you've heard of them. You know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, the Green Lantern. This is the power level you need just to deal with Starro. So I'm going, what? They take down Starro? When I first saw Starro in the movie, I'm looking at it going, they're screwed. They're screwed. There's no way the Suicide Squad is even in the league to be able to deal with Starro. So this is what I actually thought was going to happen, okay? What I thought was they were never going to have Suicide Squad deal with Starro. They were going to have the movie where the Suicide Squad does whatever they're supposed to do, destroy all the information or whatever, right? And while they're doing that, Starro becomes free, gets free, right? And starts, roaming the city like they did in the movie, right? Well, what I figured was you were going to have the Suicide Squad be in the distance and see Starro in the distance, rampaging the city. But then what was going to happen was you were going to see the Justice League as a cameo. They were going to have to deal with Starro the Conqueror. So the Suicide Squad went, we did our job, we're not dealing with it, and then just walk away. And then you'd have like a 1-minute fight scene of, the Justice League having to deal with Starro being released. I figured that would have been great. A great way to actually, have the DCEU universe, join up. Where you have the Suicide Squad and the Justice League. They're in the same universe. So it would have been funny. You could have even have had it that the fight scene, the fight between the Justice League and Starro ends up happening off screen. The joke being, the Suicide Squad caused Starro to be released, but they're like, not our job, and then they just go back to, to jail, and then the Justice League have to deal with the mess that they caused. And I figured that would have been great. Does that happen? No! The Suicide Squad take down Starro with rats! What drugs was James Gunn intravenously shoving up his ass to come up with this bullshit? You had the one scene, like King Shark. You had King Shark do a Hulk thing where King Shark goes up and jumps up against Starro like it's gonna do anything. Like the Suicide Squad taking down Starro with rats would be the equivalent of taking down Thanos by giving him a migraine. I'm not expecting, okay, that, James Gunn or whoever helped write this actually reads comic books. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But at the very least, Google the goddamn the villain's name and see what his power sets are. No, he's just a big giant starfish. Hell, if that was the case, just make him just have Patrick be the main bad guy. Instead of having it be Starro, just have it be, Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants. That would have been at least more, believable. Oh. Then we have Harley Quinn, okay? I gotta talk about Harley Quinn. Could this movie pile on any more plot armor on this bitch? Are you kidding me? Harley Quinn in this movie was Batman and Wonder Woman combined. You don't need Wonder Woman anymore. You don't need Batman. Just get Harley Quinn. She was taking down the entire set of guards by herself. I can encompass the absolute total bullshit behind the amount of plot armor on Harley Quinn in this movie by this one scene. For a second there, I thought, am I playing XCOM 2?
You shoot this alien right in the face.
Oh my... Not good.
Because we can just run up behind them and shoot them in the back of the head. Come on. Okay, right. How?
What's this?
What is this trap?
A machine gun to her face, and it does nothing. Nothing. That is Superman level bullshit. Are you kidding me? And then you have King Shark. Why was King Shark in this movie? Oh, you need him for his strength, according to Amanda Walker. There was never any plan that in this movie that ever involved or necessitated his strength. He wasn't even comic. It was like, what? Why was King Shark even in this movie? You didn't even need him. It was like having the Red Guardian in the Black Widow movie. You didn't even need the Red Guardian in the Black Widow movie. Why was he even in the movie? Why was King Shark this was psychotic crazy beyond anything I could imagine. It was hilarious. I was like, just seeing Starro being taken down by one girl. One girl basically took down Starro with rats. It's just that's what should have happened in Godzilla vs. Kong. Just get somebody with a numerous amount of rats, and you could have taken down Godzilla. What was Godzilla gonna do? Use his atomic breath on himself? You could have. This movie had the mentality that you could take down any kaiju with rats. It was just hilarious. You had Harley Quinn with the lance she was carrying around for whatever reason to spear the eye. I'm going, they can't be that stupid. They can't be that stupid that they're gonna have Harley Quinn with the lance or the harpoon or whatever, and she was gonna go, and she goes. You had, what was his name? Shoot, I forget Idris Elba's character's name. Whatever his name was. You had that one scene where he's shooting at him. Does he ever once aim for the eye? Maybe that this was pathetic. It was a glorious, wonderful bullshit mess of stupid. I'm just looking at this. I was watching this movie in nothing but stunned silence. I was shocked. I knew Godzilla vs. Kong. That was bad. This movie was an absolute clusterfuck. I didn't think a movie was gonna, beat Godzilla vs. Kong this quickly. The new Suicide Squad movie. Holy crap! This was, it was amazing. I loved it. I didn't laugh this hard since Godzilla vs. Kong. Holy Christ, this movie. Yeah, that's my initial. For any of you that actually saw this movie and didn't have any problems with it, your only value is being Soylent Green. If you don't know what Soylent Green is, Google it. I'm not telling you. You're ridiculous. How could you have watched this movie and not have any problem with this movie at all? Obviously, the majority of you have never read a comic book, so I know that you have no idea who Starro the Conqueror is. But even taking that aside, you had this giant kaiju being taken down by rats. For those of you who love this movie or even remotely like this movie, you're fucking idiots. You are the reason these movies suck so goddamn bad. They suck shit because idiots like you keep supporting these. Oh, yes. I'm done. I had to rant because and how they treated Amanda Walker wasn't even the same character from the first Suicide Squad movie. And you had her employees smash her in the back of the head, and then I'm going, you're all dead. When that one girl, hit Amanda Walker in the back of the head because she was gonna kill them all, I was thinking, when she wakes up, you're all dead. You're all dead. No, at the end of the movie, Amanda Walker's there on the phone with Idris Elba's character, right? And then she kind of looks at them menacingly, and I'm going, why are they still alive? They should be in prison. Like, there's no. This was insane. This was an absolutely glorious FUBAR movie beyond anything I could have imagined. This was the movie everybody who hated the first Suicide Squad movie, that's what they thought this movie was. Because I liked the first Suicide Squad movie, other than, Harley Quinn, because she was, plot armor bullshit, but that's another thing. Like, this Suicide Squad movie was what everybody who hated the first Suicide Squad movie was pretending it was. Whereas the first Suicide Squad movie was actually, a fun, decent movie. This was, and you got people who like this movie. It's just, sorry, I had to rant. I wasn't this pissed after seeing Godzilla vs. Kong. Well, mainly because I actually had no expectations for Godzilla vs. Kong. I had no expectations of it being any good. Whereas I actually had expectations for this movie because I liked the first one. But yeah, this was just, holy Christ. I gotta watch it again because it was absolutely hilarious. It was. You gotta watch this you gotta watch this movie stoned or drunk, because that's the only way you would be going, oh yeah, that works. That makes sense. Oh, I can see that. Sorry, had to rant. Just this movie was ridiculous. Anyway, I'm out of here. See ya.